You are watching Liberty Online TV.
As people, it seems as if we don't even learn it at all.
Plenty finger pointing don't happen after the elections, especially after this dialogue mark.
It meets the needs of the people, or now the challenge and the way the people then look forward to for a solution.
Where did they bring Westcam into the country? Instead of them paying 0%, they will pay 5% on the value.
Because the oil those South are going to be on a two tax. And a two tax that they use for run the states.
But what is inside these budgets, we see there is going to be room for macroeconomic stability.
As people, it seems as if we don't even learn it at all.
Plenty finger pointing don't happen after the elections, especially after this dialogue mark.
It meets the needs of the people, or now the challenge and the way the people then look forward to for a solution.
Where did they bring Westcam into the country? Instead of them paying 0%, they will pay 5% on the value.
Because the oil those South are going to be on a two tax. And a two tax that they use for run the states.
But what is inside these budgets, we see there is going to be room for macroeconomic stability.
Good evening, viewers, and welcome to another edition of One on One. We come to you live now Liberty Online TV, at the website on www.libertyonlinetv.com. We also there on YouTube, we there on Facebook and every other platform. Also, you get we. Well, maybe they bring come this edition of One on One to you. Now, Mabel Kabadi say good evening once more. Today, na one-on-one, we sit down with the Assistant Auditor General na Audit Service Sierra Leone, where they can tell we all things we you need for know, but Audit Service Salon they work, how they work the help for fight corruption, and every other information where you need for know na Audit Service Sierra Leone. And na a pleasure this night for make her welcome na the studio, Mori Lansana, we na Assistant Auditor General, Audit Service Sierra Leone. Good evening and welcome to One on One at Liberty Online TV.
Good evening. Thank you then.
As I don't tell the viewers them, today we want for know about audit service then work. We know say yes, paramountly we are charged with responsibility for the give audit reports them every year where we can don't look at the different accounts them where people them where they deal with money they can come out from the consolidated fund now we can audit them. But let the viewers themselves understand what this work na audit service really make say today Liberty Online TV say, let we talk to Audit Service Salon, let them can tell people and because we know say nobody not able to do work in one. Una can need collaboration and cooperation from the public as well where una can they do the work. So start for tell we waiting at Audit Service Sierra Leone una work.
From then, Audit Service Sierra Leone na one department being the first thing people they call audit department, we na Office of the Auditor General. When a constitution, na created in 1991 constitution, it's a office for the way that they call Office of the Auditor General, and that office there for audits and report na Parliament on in work we it don't do every year, and that report they can go na Parliament before the year they end. Now, audit what really would they do? Na examination would they go examine, would they go look into or at waiting public office system they don't do, with their work then it will either be the employee what you for do, whether you do am, or government give you money for spend them for the people of Sierra Leone, how you spend them, or government give you responsibility for collect money for the people of Sierra Leone, and whether you collect the money then they also for send the money there, whether you send them. The constitution make them very clear. It's a way the Auditor General they do that in work day. You forget access to anything we want. So if you want records, if you want go visit some site, if you want returns, you forget access to all. And that same constitution also talks say, where the Auditor General they do that work day, enough for be under the direction of anybody. What did that they mean? Meaning the Auditor General for be independent in doing the work. Now in your professional judgment they use for do in work. Nobody know for tell them how if for do in work. Now, wait time do reach for the Auditor General do a work, they get plan. The name Auditor General going na one person they occupy. But that one person they get a own support them. When are we they support them? Various divisions then they where they give that support there. You get division then at the provinces, headquarters and then at Kenema for the east, Makeni for the north, Bo for the south, and eastern western area. You get all that division then they back. With division then they will charge with the responsibility of looking at certain ministries that they do. With that division they now also they coordinate local council, because ministries that they under local council. Since local council administration they under the supervision of one big ministry, when a local government ministry. So that ministry, that department, the way they call ministries and local authorities. Yeah. We get the one that way they charge with the responsibility of looking at parastatals then and donor support them when they come. We they call the public enterprises division. Now then you rule down there for look at the parastatals like the bank then, the NACI then, the NRA then, the commissions then, and you rule down there. We get other department what they call specialized audit department. As the name implies, in a department then they look at like office of the president, office of the vice president, the judiciary, and any other specialized audit what they do. Within some of the specialized audit that we will introduce within the Audit Service Sierra Leone, like the performance audit unit, the information system audit, so now their department now they take care. We also get one other department who they call the general account. The government of Sierra Leone account of itself is being prepared by the accountant general. So what you do for fit that needs, the audit service able to establish a unit called the general account, where they own responsibility now for just work around the Ministry of Finance, accountant general, and with the public, where they actually produce the public accounts. Then we get other support division, the what they call corporate units. Then the one that they will in charge of finance. We get internal audit unit there, we get ICT unit, we get the human resource unit, we get facilities when our office managers unit. So in the legal affairs of recent, we get the IEC when our mouthpiece, we get the editorial team, and we get the training unit. So now there's structures and then they support the Auditor General administratively and technically. So the corporate, now then they give administratively, then the technical, then division, the word organize give technical. So every year, they begin before the year they end for the subsidy like this now 2024 all day, will 2023 be done? All the units that were on top but sit down and plan as to how for support the Auditor General for do in work, the work we for do the subsequent year. Than inside 2024. Because this 2024 will they audit the 2023 account. So in 2023, we'll be sit down and plan. We will look at all the entities that each of the units that were on top when a technical unit will get. We will put on a table. We know they just pick which one our auditor. We get parameters that we they use, like the budget, the donor interest, the public interest, whether na revenue generation, and within a government your interest. So all of that thing that they will look at them. We will look at them like how they play lotto, put her inside basket, then the opportunity cost, would that way able come up. Probability would that way able come up. So the parameters now that the way the ministry will for come, because if ministry get high score per that thing, then they possible say the ministry then they so we call a high spending ministry and high risk ministry. So it can be number one ministry that will they consider. And not time like say we not go do the other one them all. That is where the minimum small grade point then he can later. Once you don't get the selection, then every unit don't know what they do. They will start for communicate to clients, and that is the one that will the institution that will audit to start for tell them say will they come out, where will they come out to, they can't do, they explain, give them all. Will they send a correspondence to the what they call engagement letter, like a social contract?
Okay, we can look at the engagement letter we una can send, and the other steps them we una can take for go audits then different accounts we una can decide say this year na part ministry A, ministry B or C would they look at. But let's take you back to also you begin the explanation, but una work one keyword we underline get for do it. You say audit service independent, and when one part where I believe say most of reviewers them go be really interested for let you talk more on the independence of the Audit Service Sierra Leone, because I remember when the suspension of Lara Telopias, a lot of public health governments now allow Audit Service Sierra Leone for then they forget let them not expose them. I made they don't suspend Lara and in deputy and all of that, and we know say now conclusion or dates on that matter. And as much as we know they delve into the issue because they're under investigation, but Audit Service Sierra Leone, how independent is your institution?
We get what you call operational independence with regards to the audit work they do. Dande, nobody, absolutely, even though the constitution even make provision that parliament may request, if they need arise, they can request. So even if the presidency, for example, presidency don't today say, I want let audit look at something area for me, and through parliament, the constitution make provision for that one day.
China the special audit?
No. Okay. Now, if he feel like, he can sit down, if he feel like, but through parliament, he can communicate, and parliament can also request. The constitution make it very clear. But if they request, then they come. It is the prerogative of the Auditor General. So meaning, if any request somebody, this is just sideshow. Maybe you feel the need. But now the prerogative of the Auditor General, if he feels it, he get the time, he get the resources in an even prerogative. If you don't want to do them, he can talk say no, I not go able. But if you want to do them, then he go do them. That's an even prerogative. But the auditor can talk about onto the point where they produce that report. Nobody. Why I say nobody absolutely. Not the executive, not the legislative or the judiciary. Because of the three arms of government down there, go able to tell the Auditor General or the take to the Auditor General. Like for example, that thing they were don't put into basket. Like he say, no, audit this one, audit that one day. Now I make if you go to an institution, if you not submit, that's why we indicate it, you not submit documents. When people they not be submit financial statements, when all they know, when they put press release, say they are not submitting, so nobody know can tell you say, not pull them or there people there, you know for audit them. No. The only thing so far, sometimes why people that can talk this, sometimes somebody go ask, so when they put money for work. Now government they do
and you know the dirty finger where they feed
in a public office. So that's the beauty about how the accountability structure in there, because you go begin doubt what thing they happen. Now somebody they give money, they go audit and back. Now government they give you money. Any other, now they call it they say a public institution, and the constitution make it clear. We say for get money, they say from the consolidated fund. Now they money for common, then they give. Like any public institution, we can prepare our budgets. We send an Ministry of Finance. They look at them. We give justification for the budget we don't give. They give you the money. And I want to take this opportunity for tell the people of Sierra Leone that part day, government don't try more than try. At the talk and try more than try, there have not been a time when we will send to them resources so we need for do an audit. Even if better not they at all, they must go all out for quiz for give that money. As we start this 2024, in fact last year they don't begin see how they go able manage so that as we begin, so we won't audit as day 1, January 1, after the holiday don't no money audit to don't begin, let them able put money together for sanitary. So as we speak, they try by all means. What you forget for begin work, they say, "I look, I wanna do now."
Doing the work in an audit service salon, how the experience in sound like where una dey go audit the highest office na salon when the presidency, even though not to the president himself na the audit, but una dey go there for talk to workman them where they work with the president. How the experience can sound like in terms of cooperation? Because I know say people working the work na then office then they go to feel say, oh, we get the privileges, we are working with the president. How the experience can sound like?
The audit work of itself na a professional job. A girl they will call code of ethics, where they guide the profession. So it no matter which office, it no matter with all due respect, every offices are considered in that way. So even to the least officer where they go, now the same respect because that is their own office. So you know time like where they go, for example, they go audit school. Then you say no, school audit I go do am with a force, but where I come to ministry office, I go
That's not how they look at, right?
No, I'm coming.
Yes.
No, I dey give example because audit now the
Yes.
process. Now I make I say na a professional audit. So what is good for A is also good for B. So now I make I dey make am known to the people to let them know. In not time like something where I go primary school, I go there with this force, but where I come to a ministry, I go there with another force. Then where I go to the highest officer. No, that's not the point. The same respect will the accord to the least client where you go feel say because I don't just give this example is the same respect where we the accord right across the same requirements where we discern what is required of the cooperation of entities. It cut across, it not specialized to anybody. So if it is ministries that we are looking at, it's the same letter that is communicated, the same processes and procedures are to be followed. If na parastatal we look at because of their nature, because then a financial statement that they submit is the same process, the same letter, the same processes. So we not get any body where they give preferential treatment. You say, oh, they go audit because this and that. No.
What's in the threshold where una can look at for decide whether or not una audit for each na the office of the president? Because I remember one year una not make mention of inside the report, and because a whole lot of discussion around, oh, they not audit the presidency office this year. Oh, well, una don't see, they don't begin pull and come out na the audit work. And some year they una can cover them. Just like the 2022 when the latest report una cover them. So waiting una can look for where una can decide at times say we not the audit the office of the president.
No, waiting they bring an audit now we don't explain that basket will they put and their parameters they will they put. But if you not see a report inside the auditor general annual report, not me say we not do an audit. A lot of institutions they will the audit. You know they inside the auditor general annual report. A day inside the management letter. Waiting the question now comes, what goes into the auditor general's annual report? Now the most important thing.
So now waiting they go there.
Fine. Irregularities that have been brought to the attention of the Auditor General in the course of the audit. Waiting they give rise to irregularities. I identify issue in the course of my audit. I recommend for lay addresser. You know, address the issues and they take to the point where I don't do me feed exercise. I don't issue that management letter. If one issue self day, where you will address with material for reports, then those issues are brought into the Auditor General's annual report. So we get a lot of institutions there. In fact, sometimes you could just see two issues in the Auditor General's annual report or only one issue. And not mean saying that two issues no more, audit service become across. Or another one issue no more, audit service become across. But what thing happen? The institutions and do every effort, they do go up whatever they can do, they provide the evidences with the audit recommendation be 1C, and they meet the threshold of evidence with the auditor be 1C. Those issues will not bring the kind inside the audit report. Now exceptions that you see.
So you're not just limited to the office of the president.
Not at all. Not at all.
We can do it for any other ministry.
For any other ministry. It not necessarily means because you not see inside the audit report, oh, this audit here they not done. No, they were actually done, but waiting they make they go inside the Auditor General report. They know. Some people then they later my sister. Some institution then they will audit issue. One great audit issue working come. I go talk say that they go holiday. Holiday in the sense that normal work they be disrupted because they go helter skelter for ensure say those issues are addressed. Share you see correspondences flowing. You will see query people for actions to be taken on them. So if and that you want. So if you are compliant with we will not get any. Just like we select people that submit financial statements. If you submit your financial statement, will not they put your name per press release. So they are the one they're not giving the name per the press release. So issues that actually get into the Auditor General report, now the one they will don't do everything humanly possible for let their address, they no address them and will conclude a good day.
All right, we are. If you just join we, you watch One on One na Liberty Online TV, and this net we talk about Audit Service Sierra Leone then work, and we sit down with Assistant Auditor General na Audit Service Sierra Leone when Mori Lansana. And then they tell we about how then they work na Audit Service Sierra Leone. And remember say Liberty Online TV is being powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Do go put your message in the comment section, and many thanks. Continue for like and share all the live stream them way Liberty Online TV don't they bring to now, because that way they yourself will contribute for let Liberty Online TV continue for day on air. Well, we they come over again to with studio guest when I'm Mori Lansana as we continue for talk about the work where Audit Service Sierra Leone they do. Let we look at the issue of compliance and cooperation, where una can go na the different entities them where una can audit. How compliance and cooperation don't sound like over the years?
It fluctuates. Fluctuate in the sense we expectation we could go to any institution a full compliance we want. And that is the more reason why we communicate to the client in advance. We inform them that we they come in an engagement letter, and we tell them what they can do. We also tell them how long will they come and the scope of the audit, that is the area they will cover, we highlight all to them. They will also highlight to them what is their responsibility for that will they come. We ask for some document, the initial document that we can attach to the letter and tell them, say, we will come, let us meet them. We ask them for sign and send it to for let them just assure we say they are in agreement with the terms that we don't put down all the rest of it. That's a standard practice all over the world. Additionally, we can go, we sit down with them, we tell them back, talk to them in an entrance meeting, the first meeting we get with them. And what we can emphasize on is cooperation. Because there is no way, if you're not able to cooperate with the audit process, this is not about us, not with we as individuals, now the process. If you're not able to cooperate with the audit process, there is no way you expect to get a good audit outcome. It is only through cooperation. And that cooperation, it hinges on you proving to us with evidence that yes, indeed, the resources or the position we hold, you able to live to that expectation day as per intent of Parliament, or the appointment where you get for the function where they put you there, you do them the way we supposed for do them. Why are they talk these two terms? Because not only money no more they go watch for. You also get position the way some people that they own services that they deliver. That's the more reason they other specialized audit they will introduce. We then can look into the other aspect than they for able give an assurance to the people of Sierra Leone that yes, indeed, those services people they able to carry on effectively and efficiently. Most
times we don't see them way the public interested per Audit Service Sierra Leone they work now. We're not going to pull reports and the media fly it and say, oh, so and so $1 billion, like the latest one, 2022, over 300 billion loans. People are not able to account for them. Now then, say the public interested per public Audit Service Sierra Leone they work, where they can for their part of the discussion. But from una where they do the work, waiting na on expectation in terms of public cooperation and participation into our work. Una they expect them for own Audit Service Sierra Leone like then they part of them and they monitor the process all the time, not just when the reports come out.
And the expectation and it should be their baby. The public then this for be their own baby, meaning on a daily basis therefore they live with them. Because the responsibility given to this office, the office of the now baby one. Now, he no more get that constitutional right for tell the people of Sierra Leone say yes, things they don't work at the right way. Yes, resources them where they don't entrust in the hands of people. Offices the way they don't entrust in the hands of people. They don't live to their expectations. And now only this office will be able to do that one day. So therefore, not the issue of waiting no more with the Auditor General report come on. And then they also go to save the media. Because most instances, they only raise the bar, and even the question how far the bar they go. Sometimes they just come on. Other times, you not go believe some people then are corner the kiss, Now the media they let it write no more. Now after 1 week, 2 weeks, after 1 week, 2 weeks, the fuel go die, all things go done. And indeed that they happen. Now only some 1, 2 media houses then we get some of them like na small column self. I get one newspaper where I left for read. Is it Awoko newspaper? From the start of the year to the end of the year, if na small thing said, there must be some highlights, something where they highlight somewhere about audit step by step and all the rest of it. But most times, una say na and una more people that they listen to, the people that were there under, not to all man, even the website who people the report. Why? We are crying. Me who are join this organization cry be there because the report not be go public.
But how much una self don't do? Forget the space for the public and una young work and also investing in the media, because most of these things we talk about get to do with investing in the media.
Fine. So what do we do? We say what do we do? We not just start off by producing this report. The engagement self you get to now one minute and they will come out and tell the people. But we'll not stop there. Firstly, we try as much as possible, because what may happen, like that voluminous book now will not come on. Most people that as they see that volume, how many pages? Over 500, they don't tire. They're not going to read them. So what we don't do, we don't try for simplify the report. We simplify in the form of cartoon that can be easily understood. Maybe even somebody from 3 way learn before I go able to understand. So that the simplified version also go come on. They don't come on for the other report them. Instead they come on just for let we go down to the people then for let them know. Where in the simplified version go show like services where somebody no render waiting at the effect of that service is like something medicine or then I hospital somebody don't die that thing, then the cartoons and they for every make let people don't understand that one day. And not have the acting auditor general will don't be the first auditor general of Sierra Leone. We can go down as a children level. If they go to the children then get the people then together, get communities then together, explain to them about the audit work and some of the audit outcomes then affecting their community. In not up there, even our brothers in the ghettos, our brothers who they did at the other end there, would they engage them? Would they discuss issues with them? The civil society, they get difficulty for understand the audit work. What you would do, we say no, we not go left anybody behind. We bring them on board. We can bring them with the audit report don't come on. We take them through audit processes. We explain to them what they do, because then at the voice, I can say the voice of the voiceless. These people that were there, then they interact with them more. They go down there. If you want the media, would they get engagement to now? Just for let una understand the process. So whilst in your little corner, una self able for the extent. We get an IC unit, we charge with that responsibility there. For go in an outreach with the profession, because at the same end una day, so that we all together will go able achieve the objective where they set the audit service for, and we're going to better Mama Salon.
And achieving that objective, the most times we all know say all work gets in success stories and it gets in challenges. What are the challenges of Audit Service Sierra Leone where they make at times when I can sit down, when I go and give up, but when I not go give up? What are the outstanding challenge way when they get?
Well, the one way when the client call, and I believe so they call up even the people now action on the report who they produce. Down then at the now one big bottleneck where you down then nobody no go shy away from them, because if you want to, you don't do work, you see some impacts. Now we call impactful audit, because we don't even move from just sending audit report, but let it be impactful audit report. We go produce them, you recommend, because most of the recommendations in there, if they are actioned, you go see the beauty, how the beauty they come on. If some side be work, then if they are action, you see how beautified that side they go there. So now one area down there. The other areas then we don't overcome them over time. The other big one, but instead government they push for them now with accommodation. Because like as I speak now, like free term, now rentage. We did. But we go and forget we own standalone accommodation where we like free term coordinate all of us not to rent, because that money we will rent if now we will get, we go add more to job then. But then they instead the government they make a push for let we get a standalone accommodation, we'll go able for the do we work effectively.
Transparency and accountability now one big thing and the fight against corruption. Now any sign of the world, Salon left PN, and on our work now one thing where they promote accountability over the years. How you go describe the work where Audit Service Sierra Leone don't do in terms of adding value to the fight against corruption?
We are, because definitely you will see that over the years, the reference points of the anti-graft in Sierra Leone are the audit report. That's the reference point. You will realize when the commissions was set up, one of the resources that they use now be the audit report. That shows that the office, they work, they really get into things. But then the question comes, how do we now harness that work day? How we go able make that work day, the weight is strong now for actioning the issues then based on the recommendations then where the auditor general highlight. Now under the bottleneck day, they work now a beautiful job, my sister, a beautiful for Mama Sierra Leone. In fact, now the beauty of Sierra Leone down there, but you know go able realize them. If all of the recommendations and where they bring out, institutions, they're not they implement them. That's where we add value. We all value what they add. Na yanda ide. And that is the value that will change the story of our people.
So you think
that will impact on the lives of our people.
You think time don't reach for the Audit Service Sierra Leone go back to the drawing board and request say una need power for let una they take action against the one that una can find wanting now una report them?
Oh well, I be don't talk say this now I can always talk and I will continue for talk this now a collective effort. If even the biggest power now the world where they think of is given to Audit Service Sierra Leone, but if somebody an institution get for enforce that power there, then the power will become useless, as I will say.
Okay.
So it's a collective effort. It's a matter of the issues have been highlighted. Responsible people then or responsible officers then they where they don't die their recommendations that. All what we need now an arrangement in government where we will now say, okay, this is not the Auditor General annual report, it's all for them. Can we get a plan? Then you will see the trust coming. Can we get a plan? You follow on that plan. If na mistakes them, if na policies they're not there some side they can develop the policies then they. If na punitive measures them,
right.
Where some people them they forget for let the address issue, they will begin seeing. But it's not about which power. Oh, which other power will pass this? You go auditor no you tell you say do am. You go do am. Then you get free hand, you able to recommend all the issue just like doctor. Which other power we want let doctor get? You don't go to hospital, waiting they pay you. Doctor don't look at you, don't examine you. They don't prescribe. That is the recommendation of the doctor. If doctor say na ania wanna do operation, if you don't do the operation, they die, my sister. If you say go take Panadol, you hate go well. You not take Panadol, how you hate go well. So that's the issue.
Well, now with that message of that message day of collective efforts, we go wrap up this edition of One on One. Many thanks to Canada Studio this net, Maury Lansana, Assistant Auditor General, Audit Service Sierra Leone. Thank you. We can talk to the public.
Thank you very much, and I hope say with people them they go they are the other whole public offices who all not go there, they go begin act on audit recommendation, and they are the way responsible. At the bigger government, the legislative, the judiciary, the executive, they will look into the Auditor General's annual reports. They will change Sierra Leone in story for a better.
All right, well, plenty thank you to you, Sef. We don't watch, you will comment, you will share, you will like, and you will don't press the follow button Liberty Online TV platform. Then we want for so many thanks. We appreciate. We don't take that for granted. Continue for support through sharing, liking, and following all we platform them. Until we meet again another edition of One on One, I want to say plenty thank you to the production and technical team. We make this edition of One on One Mituna. Mina Mebel Kabade say good night and have a peaceful rest.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
As people, it seems as if we're not even mindset at all.
Plenty finger pointing don't happen after the elections, especially after this dialogue back.
It meets the needs of the people, or now the challenge and the way the people then look forward to for a solution.
Where did the bring risk into the country? Instead of them paying 0%, they will pay 5% on the value.
Because the only place South Sudan they want a two tax. And a two tax that they use for one the states.
But what is inside these budgets will assure we see there is going to be room for macroeconomic stability.